Here are 8 things that wrestling fans get wrong about Cody Rhodes. In this video, I'm going to list all 8 of them, and I think a lot of these, you're going to be surprised. Now, let's start at number 8. He can't adapt to new eras. Yeah, Cody Rhodes, he's shown the adaptability across various promotions and styles, from WWE's sports entertainment model to AEW's more athletic and indie-style influenced approach. His success in both environments shows that he can thrive in different eras and atmospheres of wrestling. These misconceptions are often overlooked, the depth that Cody Rhodes has. He also's been able to work in ROH and New Japan, so he goes over there pretty well as well. Number 7, his WWE return was quote-unquote unexpected. Many were surprised when Cody returned to WWE in 2022, but in hindsight, it made sense. His time in AEW proved that he was a top-tier star, and WWE presented the chance for him to fulfill his lifelong dream of becoming WWE champion, a title that his father simply never won. Also, it was surprising that he left AEW, but once he left AEW, the foregone conclusion was, he would return to WWE, despite the fact that he took shots at the company, and more importantly, Triple H. The fact that he could not challenge for the AEW World title also didn't help things. At number 6, he's too old school. Some people see Cody as too traditional in his wrestling style and presentation. While he draws inspiration from the past, he combines it with modern elements, making him a bridge between eras in pro wrestling. He is a white meat babyface type character. A lot of people have thought that he looks like Homelander from The Boys on Amazon, but too old? I don't think so. Number 5, AEW is all about Cody. Despite being one of the founders of AEW, Cody often stepped back from the main event scene, giving space for others to shine. His focus on talent development showed that AEW was just never about him. I don't understand this. He gave up his shot of not being able to challenge for the world title. He helped put Sammy Guevara on the map, I believe, in addition to Chris Jericho. He helped build the prestige of the TNT title, which has kind of gone away. You look at him working with like a Shawn Spears. He brought in a lot of guys. I mean, Ricky Starks, for instance. There's a lot. Jake Cargill. There's a lot of talent that he helped. Number 4, he doesn't want to be a world champion. Yeah, that was a narrative at one point. Some fans believe that Cody doesn't care about winning world championships due to his AEW stipulation that he could not challenge for the world title. In reality, Cody's decision was to make others big stars, help them build and establish AEW's future. In WWE, though, he made it very clear from the get-go he returned to the company to be WWE champion. Really night and day between two promotions. Number 3, he's only famous because of his father. While Dusty Rhodes is a wrestling legend, an icon, Cody, he carved out his own identity in the industry. He could have coasted on his father's legacy, but chose to take risks, including leaving WWE and going on to the indie circuit, helping reestablish ROH and New Japan as powerhouses, only to leave and then lose prestige, lose popularity, and then launching AEW, a direct U.S. rival to WWE, proving that he has his own vision for the wrestling world. At number 2, his AEW success was overnight. Cody Rhodes' success in AEW is sometimes perceived as an instant thing, which is completely opposite. However, his rise in the independent scene after leaving WWE laid the foundation for AEW. His journey through promotions like ROH, New Japan, and others helped build his name and network, and then when he did help launch AEW alongside Tony Khan and the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, he was a driving force as to A, star power type guy, and B, helping bring prestige and credibility to a promotion. And even in AEW, he struggled. Sure, he beat his brother in the first match out. And sure, he eventually went over Shawn Spears, but he really helped Shawn Spears go over, but then he lost Chris Jericho. He feuded with MJF. He helped put MJF on the map. It wasn't like a clear, cut thing. For the most of the time, Cody Rhodes lost in AEW. Number one, and I think this is a huge, huge thing, he left WWE solely for the Stardust gimmick. Many fans think that Cody Rhodes left WWE because of his Stardust gimmick, which is something that he grew to hate. While Stardust was a significant factor, his departure was also fueled by frustrations with his overall creative direction, lack of opportunities, and desire for more control over his character. It was brewing for years, right? He had he was supposed to be like this model after the Legacy run. Legacy run, he was happy with. He enjoyed it. He liked it. He liked the model gimmick before he, he quote-unquote broke his face and did the mask. He was enjoying that. But then once it hit the Stardust, it was, okay, I don't like this. Can we do something else? It wasn't, I don't like this Stardust gimmick. I don't want to do anything else with this company, and therefore I'm leaving. It's no, can we do something else? No? Okay, fine, I'll wait a little bit longer. Can we do something else? Hey, I have this idea. And it was like, no, you're not going to be a top guy. You're not getting out of this gimmick. You are Stardust. And he's like, okay. It wasn't the Stardust gimmick. It was the fact that he had no other options. And that is 8 things that pro wrestling fans get wrong about Cody Rhodes. I was quite surprised with this list because there is a lot of misconceptions and a lot of things that can just be proven right pretty easily. But you also got to look at it like this. Cody Rhodes is someone who is controversial because he does fall in line with the John Cena approach, where some fans love him, some fans don't like him. The younger, demographics, they love Cody Rhodes. They see him as the Hulk Hogans and the John Cenas of the world. The older crowd, not so much, right? They want to see tweeners or heels or cool baby faces, like a Roman Reigns, if you will. Cody Rhodes doesn't fit like that. He is a new modern day superhero, right? He literally is a superhero. And so in the eyes of a lot of younger fans, that's their guy. That's the guy that they want to be like. That's the guy that they want to emulate. And I can absolutely see why. And we'll see where he goes in the future, whether or not he turns heel. I think that's going to be an interesting dynamic. How do you book the ending of his undisputed WWE Championship reign? How do you navigate the waters as WWE approaches the Netflix deal and all the changes going ahead for the next decade? Because no doubt about it, he's going to be their top star for the next decade.